TV. My name's Thomas Hadley. I'm now here at the Tamworth Say Yes to Refugees campaign, and just out there is the Say No campaign. Everything's very peaceful. We've got guitars out here, we have people on the bongos, we have people making speeches, we have people with cake as well, which is the most anyone could ask for at a demonstration like this. So everything's very calm, very collective, and it's very peaceful. So we're now just going to go and have some interviews with people, see what they're here. Hello, we are joined by Nicola now. Thank you for having this discussion with me today. So why are you here?
I'm here because of what's happening over there, and that's the No protest came out in support of the counter protest. Tamworth says yes, because Tamworth is diverse, and we are not being dictated to about what we believe and what we don't believe, and we seem to have been proven right by the turnout today. That people are, they have empathy, they are empathetic for the people fleeing their lives. Immigration is a separate issue. This is not about immigration, and if they're trying to make it into that, it's not. It's about people fleeing from their homelands. What they've done with the page on Facebook and what they've brought together today, they've raised money for shelter, they've arranged collections for Calais, and they're just doing an amazing job of bringing Tamworth together as a community in a whole.
Fantastic.
Just I think it'll escalate from here, and I think there'll be more good work coming from these group of people.
Brilliant. So what would you say to people who go, well, we can't accept these refugees because they'll bring Islamic terror onto the community?
Because that's just ridiculous. The Muslim faith isn't like that. That's what's being projected by some people. I've seen a lot of things going through the internet, especially things that have been doctored and made to look bad. And we know that these people are coming. 85% of them are coming from they're all coming from the Syrian camps. 85% of them have been subjected to torture, and they are literally fleeing for their lives. This is not economic. This is not about finding a job. This is about protecting themselves and their families.
Well, thank you very much for your time, Nicola. Thank you very much.
I'd just like to thank everybody here today for turning out for this. The Say Yes campaign is absolutely wonderful, it is impressive, and it's put a sense of community back into Tamworth that I think is still there, but we don't often see anymore. I think the decency that the people on this end of the lawn are showing to some desperate people from Syria is really what Tamworth is about, and the decency is impressive. The humanitarian belief we are showing is impressive, and we need to remember that, and we need to welcome people in need. That's what Tamworth is about. That's the Tamworth I believe in, and I hope it's the Tamworth you believe in. Thank you.
We didn't care about which side we were on. We were on this side, not that side. And that's the most important thing. We wanted to be here together to say that to you all. The other reason is, I'll tell you this now, when I was 12, 13, I'm a Catholic, I used to serve Mass with a little guy called Abraham. And one Sunday he wasn't there, and I said to my mum, why wasn't Abraham there? And she said, I don't quite know. And then it was in the local paper. Abraham, as you might guess, he was a Ugandan agent in the 70s, kicked out by Armene. And my friend had died because a racist thug threw a brick at him and said, go home. That's why none of us can afford to let them dictate, because when they dictate, people suffer. When we see this, we know that we're part of humanity, and I think they've done a wonderful job.
And the fact that this many people supported us is ridiculous. And we haven't seen this side of Tamworth ever. And it really is incredible to bring this much community back to what is an incredible town. And the fact that this many awesome people, we've got people coming from all over the country who lived here before, just to show support, which is incredible. More so because of the issue. And it isn't about us, it isn't about anything other than people need help. And if it happened to us, we'd expect the same help back of anyone in the world. And I do think we have a duty as humans to help anyone in need. And the fact that this many people are showing that and supporting that is absolutely incredible. So thank you all, you're all incredible. Cheers.
I can't remember anything. I can't remember. I met 200 100 people, and I don't know what you're called, and I'm really sorry. So if you want to tell me again, that might help. Mine's a bit more of a little hippie thing, because I've got a ridiculously big heart that's all that leads me. I don't know what else to do. I'm not very good at anything political, but all I know is there are times when we've all been down and we've been clouded in darkness, when we felt like no matter what we weren't going to lose, we were never going to lose that feeling of dread. But who pulled us out of that darkness? Our friends and our families, and the kindness and compassion of strangers. And this is what we're standing for. Their families and their friends and their lives. We can be the strangers that offer them a hand through the darkness. If this last 10 days has taught me anything, it's that people can still surprise us in this world. That instead of fear and hatred ruling our hearts, we should allow love and goodness to lead us. We're making a stand for the refugees and their families and their support networks, their rocks, their right to refuge, safety and shelter, for the people who have lost their homes, their jobs and their way of life, for those who have already died or been injured and maimed at the hands of war, and for those at continuous risk. We stand strong and to hold hands with these people and to show them the world can be kind, not just cruel. We're here to integrate them into our lives and stand side by side, and we're here to show them our hearts are open, because this is what they deserve. We're all a part of one race, we're all human, and we all deserve a chance.
Oh, he's bought a guitar!
I have.
Bought a guitar!
Hello, we're here with Charlotte Lombardi, one of the organisers of the event. So, Charlotte, why organise this?
We wanted to show that people of Tamworth are compassionate. We saw the group for the no protest, and we didn't stand for that, and we didn't want something in our town that didn't represent us, so we felt like we'd represent the side that did want that did want to welcome these refugees in, because it's, you know, it's a right.
Right.
Yeah.
What do you say to those people who were like, well, it could bring more Islamification of the country and hateful Islamic preachers?
I don't think it's a case of Islam. I don't think I understand that people feel like that's an important thing, and it's a lot of fear. There's a lot of things in the newspaper that represent Islam in a bad light. But the problem is, if we are accepting these people into the country, which we are, if we push against them and we don't make them feel welcome and we don't integrate them into our society, they will push against us. They will try and bring their beliefs into it, because they feel like they're not being listened to, they're not being welcome. So how can they be integrated into it?
So, how have you found today? Has it been peaceful? What's been the vibe around?
Yeah, it's been, personally for us, it's been a really positive day, and it's gone exactly how we wanted to, and I hope I don't jinx that. I mean, obviously there's going to be, you know, there's some people that don't want that. They want there to be trouble, because they want that to be documented that we came here and we caused trouble. But we just want it peaceful, happy, positive, as good as we can, and it's gone really well, and I'm really proud of the town. It's brought a great sense of community to the town.
And is there anything you want to say to the camera?
Just thank you for everyone who came down and supported us, and who had compassion and empathy. Everyone's done such a good job. Everyone's worked as hard as each other, so I couldn't thank people enough.
Thank you very much.
All right, thank you. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.